This is a quick demonstration of APH's new Cosmic Number Lines app. This is an iOS app, and I am on my iPad running VoiceOver. So let's go ahead and take
Cosmic
a look.
number lines.
So this is a home screen. It has cosmic number lines. If I swipe through the options, we have
Start button.
Start,
Settings button.
Settings,
How to button.
How to,
About button.
and About. So the how-to has some really nice little directions. The settings has 3 or 4 things that you can
button.
set. Let's go back and start with Start.
Settings. Start button. Select your level.
All right, this screen is Select Your Level. There are 8 levels. Each level has a training and then it has tasks to complete. So I'm going to just right swipe through and we're going to start with level number 1. Now it does say on here what each level teaches. So level 1 is the most basic. It's the number line basics. Let's go ahead and
Level 1,
do
number line basics.
level 1, and I'm going to double tap on it.
Level selection button.
And I'm going to swipe through so you can hear the directions. Now, one of the things I want to mention is that there is a training before you do the tasks. And it's really good to do the training because it tells you about the number line. It teaches the students what it is that they need to know. So let's go ahead and take a look.
Level 1, train. Astronaut Skylar is almost ready to blast off into outer space on Spaceship Infinity. They still have a few tasks to complete before launch. Can you help them? Complete level 1 to send your astronaut into outer space. Remember, you must complete training before going to the tasks.
All right, so let's go into training.
Training button.
And I'm going to go ahead and open up training.
Welcome, explorers.
And now, one of the important things is that you want to swipe through and listen to all of the instructions before you begin the activity. Visually, some of the instructions are on the screen when VoiceOver is on, and as you swipe through, the screen will scroll to show the next set of directions. But again, listen carefully to all of the directions first. So I'm going to swipe through these directions.
If you are using VoiceOver, we would like to introduce a useful gesture called split tap. When you drag a finger on the screen and hear something you want to select, keep your finger on the screen and use a second finger to tap anywhere on the screen. Split tap is an alternative to double tap, which you might find more useful for some tasks in this game. Now, let's try it. Drag a finger around the lower left part of your screen and find Astronaut Skylar.
All right, so that's my first direction. It taught me what a split tap is, and then it told me to drag in the lower left-hand part to find the astronaut.
Split tap Skylar to listen to what they want to tell you.
I need to split tap on my astronaut.
Then, tap continue to go to the next step.
And then I'm going to tap continue. So I need to listen carefully and I need to remember several parts or several steps in the direction. So let's go ahead and drag in that lower left-hand corner.
Astronaut Skylar.
There it is. I'm going to do a split tap. My finger is still on the astronaut. I don't lift my index finger, and I'm going to drop my second finger, my middle finger down.
Astronaut Skylar. Astronaut Skylar reporting to Command Central. We are almost ready to launch Spaceship Infinity to explore new planets and meet some aliens. Glad to have you on the team, Space Cadet. Let's get started.
All right, so I can either swipe right and find the continue button, or I can drag my finger to the right and find it. Let's go ahead and, since I don't know exactly where the continue button is, let's go ahead and just swipe.
Astronaut Skylar reporting. Level 1 home button. Previous button. Continue button.
And you notice it says button, so after each button, I can select it if I want to. I'm going to go ahead and select the continue button. I can either double tap here or I can drag my finger and split tap.
Astronaut Skylar will need to complete a series of tasks to fulfill their mission.
All right, again, I want to swipe through all the directions and listen carefully to know what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm going to keep right swiping.
Straight line.
Oops, let's
These
start.
tasks, Astronaut Skylar will need to complete a series of tasks to fulfill their mission. These tasks will be accomplished on a number line. This training will teach you about the number line, so you will be ready to help Skylar on their mission. First, let's find out what a number line is. To get a number line, we first need to draw a straight line. There is one below these instructions. It is a horizontal line that extends left and right. Drag a finger below to find it. Once you do, tap it to continue. If you are using VoiceOver, you will need to double tap the line.
Now it does say you double tap on the line, but I'm going to drag my finger down to find that line. So I want to split tap instead of double tap.
Straight line.
There's my straight line.
Straight line.
Okay, and it goes from left to right. I'm going to split tap
Straight
on it.
line. To become a number line, the straight line is then divided into equal intervals by tick marks.
Swipe through.
There are now 6 tick marks on the straight line.
6 tick marks.
Drag a finger from left to right along the straight line to find the tick marks. Tap each of them. After you tap the last one, you will continue to the next step. Remember, VoiceOver users will need to double tap. Tick mark.
Okay, so again, I could swipe through it, but I really want to understand how a number line is laid out spatially. So I want to drag my finger. I'm going to find the
Straight line.
There's my straight line, and above it are my tick marks.
Tick mark.
There's the first one on the left-hand side. I'm going to drag to the right. Oh, first, I don't want to drag off this first one. I want to split tap because I have to select each one. So I'm going to split tap.
Tick mark. Tapped. Tick mark.
There's the second one. I dragged right.
Tick mark. Tapped.
All right,
Tick
drag
mark.
right.
Tick mark. Tapped. Tick mark. Tick mark. Tapped. Tick mark. Tick mark. Tapped. Tick mark. Tick mark. Tapped. Our number line is almost complete.
All right, so I split tapped on each of the tick marks. I heard the little ding and I heard it tell me that I had tapped on it. So now I'm on the next level, as the next training piece of the same level. I'm going to go ahead and listen to the directions. I'm going to swipe right.
Now we need numbers.
Oh.
Below each tick mark on the straight line is a number.
Okay, below each tick mark on a straight
Now
line
we have a
is
number line. Locate the tick marks on the number line and find out their numbers below them. The numbers will increase from 0 to 5 as you move from left to right along the line. Tap each of the numbers in any order. You will hear a sound after tapping each number. Once you have tapped all numbers on the line, you will be able to tap continue. Tick mark.
All right, there's my first
Tick
tick
mark.
mark. I'm going to find the number below it, so I'm going to drag my finger straight down.
Number line.
There's the number line.
0.
And 0 is below it. So the tick mark is on top of the line, and the 0, the number is below it. So I'm going to double tap on it.
0. Tapped.
And I can go
Tick mark.
back up to the tick mark and go
Tick
right.
mark.
That's the second one.
1.
The number below it is 1. I'm going to split tap
1.
again.
Tapped.
Now I could go
Tick
back
mark.
up and find the next tick mark in the row, which is kind of a diagonal drag. And that is going to, when I drag my finger
Number
straight
line,
line
2.
down, there's my 2.
2. Tapped.
All right, I kind of get how this is laid out, so I'm just going to go ahead and drag to the right to find 3,
3.
4, and 5.
3. Tap 4. 4. Tap 5. 5. Tapped. Mission accomplished.
And let's swipe through the directions.
You have completed the training for level 1. Congratulations. You are now ready to help astronaut Skylar on their mission. Tap continue to move on to the tasks for level 1. Tick mark.
All right, I'm going to
Continue
find
button.
continue in the bottom right-hand corner, and I'm going to go ahead and do a split tap.
Spaceship Infinity has just finished its last round of checks and is almost ready to launch. Now it just needs to get to the launch pad. Can you help? Find the empty launch pad. It is located on the number line at tick mark 0. Spaceship Infinity is located at an underground base at the same point on the number line.
All right, so I know my launch pad is on the tick mark above 0, and now the Spaceship Infinity is located in an underground base below that. So that's going to be that first tick mark and then the number below.
Drag a finger on the number line to find number 0 right below tick mark 0. Tap that number to move Spaceship Infinity up to the ground level and set it up on the launch pad. Launch pad.
All right, so launch pad's on the
pad.
first tick mark.
Tick mark.
I'm just dragging my finger in a straight line down.
Number line. 0.
I'm on the 0. I'm going to split tap it.
0. Spaceship Infinity is now ready to launch, but astronaut Skylar is still underground. Will you help them board the spaceship? Skylar is in an underground center located below tick mark 3.
All right, below tick mark 3, I can find my astronaut.
Find tick mark 3 and tap the number 3 located below it to bring Skylar up to ground level. Then tap Skylar to help them board the spaceship.
So I have to do 2 things here. Now I have to listen carefully. First, I have to find the astronaut, which is below the number 3, and I have to select the astronaut select the number first, so split tap on the number, and then when the astronaut comes up to the tick mark, I have to split tap on the astronaut again so that the astronaut gets over to the spaceship. So let's make sure that was the last one.
Unoccupied spaceship.
Yep, unoccupied spaceship. That's good to know. So there's my spaceship on 0. I'm going to drag across the tick marks.
Tick mark. Tick mark.
This one should be
3.
3. Or I could have dragged
2,
across
0.
the 0, the numbers at the bottom, because we know that tick mark 3 is where my astronaut is.
1, 2, 3.
There's 3. I'm going to split tap.
3.
So now my astronaut should be on the tick mark above the 3. Let's check.
2, 3.
There's 3. I'm going to drag up.
Tick astronaut Skylar.
And now I'm going to split tap.
Occupied spaceship. Oh no.
All right, so it told me it's an occupied spaceship now. So I know that Skylar has gone over and is in the spaceship. But it still has something else that I have to do. Let's see what it is.
There are still 2 pieces of equipment left on the number line. Astronaut Skylar does not have time to grab both. Skylar decides to grab the one that is closest to Spaceship Infinity, located at tick mark 0. Drag your finger along the number line to find the 2 pieces of equipment. Then, tap the equipment that is closer to Spaceship Infinity. Occupied spaceship.
All right, so I got to find the one that's the closest to the spaceship. So let's go see what kind of equipment is still out there. I'm going to find the spaceship.
Occupied spaceship.
Occupied spaceship. I'm going to drag right.
Tick mark.
Tick mark.
Tick mark.
Tick mark.
Rover 1.
Ah, there's Rover 1. That's the one that's closest. If I wanted to check, I could keep going.
Tick mark.
That's 4.
Rover 2.
Ah, Rover 2 is on 5. Let's go back to Rover 1.
Tick mark. Rover 1.
Because it's the closest to the spaceship, and I'm going to select.
The spaceship is finally ready for liftoff. Can you help us count down to launch? To count down, tap the numbers 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 on the number line in order within 3 minutes. If done successfully, the spaceship will be launched. Are you ready? Occupied spaceship.
All right, so I'm going to count down from 5 to 0, and I have to do it quickly in order for the spaceship to get launched. So I know my number line 0 to 5. 5 is going to be on the right-hand side, so I'm going to start looking for it over on the right.
Number line 5.
There we go, and I'm going to count down.
5, 4, 4, 3.
Quickly.
3, 2,
2,
1,
1.
0, 0.
Blast off.
Mission accomplished.
Swipe.
Spaceship Infinity is now up in outer space.
Swipe.
You have completed all tasks for level 1 and received the rank of trainee. Congratulations. Tap continue to move on to level 2.
All right, continues in the bottom right.
Continue. Button.
There
Level
we go.
selection. Button.
So
You
now
will
I'm
be
on
given a
level
rank of
2.
level 2, specialist.